Alright guys, so this is my first time riding cfmoto SRS, or maybe in America it will be called SSS. Alright, let's see what it has for us. Wow, that feels really cool. This is a Nimble bike, very nice bike. Alright, so the first feeling is really good. I do feel that this bike is very nimble, very maneuverable, but let's turn and see how good can it turn. Alright, actually this is a new motorcycle, so the difference between this motorcycle and the old one is that it has one-sided swing arm. TFT dash comes from NK800, which means that it has Bluetooth connectivity with your phone. And the most important part, if you ask me, is that it has traction control. And the traction control comes from Bosch, which is pretty dope. Again, this bike is 168 kilograms, which is the same weight as the previous bike, the same weight as SR. So SRS has the same weight, the same amount of power, but it has traction control, it has new dash, and one-sided swing arm, which is really cool, easy to maintain. So far so good. Let's see how fast can it go. All right. Oh, and I did not mention it has the front caliper comes from Brembo and the rear brakes come from qjmotor, which is, as already mentioned many times in other videos, almost the same brand. Again, these brakes do stop the bike so well. Look, right away. All right. Again, I'm turning and no problem whatsoever. It's not super torquey, it's not as snatchy as KTM, but it's snatchier and a bit jerkier than a Kawasaki Z400. So my current bike is Kawasaki Z400, and I can tell that this bike feels a bit faster. It has 50 horsepower, so you can see why. My Z400 has 45 horsepower. According to cfmoto, this bike goes from 0 to 60 in only 4.3 seconds. Actually, I have come across some videos where guys were going from 0 to 60 in only 4.1 seconds. And the top speed is something around 187 kilometers per hour. But these are some official numbers. Again, I am a heavier rider, so probably I'll not be able to accelerate as fast. Wow, but the brakes are so good. I was riding that SRK 600 recently, and it has Brembo brakes everywhere. But those brakes do not stop the bike as well as this one. And overall, this bike feels so much better. It feels playful. It feels as if it wants to play. Ergonomic wise, this bike feels very good as well. The foot pegs are high, but not as high as on some other sporty bikes, so I do like it as well. I feel very confident and comfortable riding this bike. The seat height is 795 millimeters, and I feel like it will be approachable for most of riders. But again, my girlfriend is a bit shorter than me. She's like 167, and she cannot flat-foot the bike, and she doesn't feel too confident about it. But overall, she has no experience. And if you have some experience, this will be a perfect bike for you, even though you can be a shorter rider. All right, that's nice. All right. So let's stop and have a look at the bike and talk about specs once again. This time we're talking about this cfmoto. So this one is cfmoto SRS, and this SRS means that this is a new motorcycle. Again, let's talk about changes. So first off, you can see the wheel. The wheel is exposed. Why? First off, it has a short exhaust pipe. Second of all, it has one-sided swing arm, which allows you to see the wheel. I do feel like it looks dope, but changes do not stop here. Let's go further. This bike has 5-inch dash, which comes from NK800, which allows you to connect your phone. So this dash has phone connectivity, which is really good. But the most important part is that this bike has adjustable front fork, upside down adjustable front fork. And for a second, ta-da-da-dam, it has traction control. So the previous model did not have traction control. And one more thing. So this bike has Brembo brakes, of course. The front wheel has Brembo brakes, 320 millimeter disc over here. The rear wheel has J1 brakes. So overall, just now I rode this bike and it feels absolutely awesome. So the carb weight of the bike is 168 kilograms. Ergonomic wise, the seat of the bike is the same, 795 millimeters. Let me sit on it. All right. So it's a very nice, comfortable position. I'm 1 meter 85 centimeters and I feel really good. All right. So over here we can see side mirrors. All right. Nice and easy. Okay, as we can see, they have blinkers over here. This bike has no modes, but sitting here from the rider's position, it looks really good, very cozy. And as you can see, as I can see, as always, here there is a fuel tank. It has 15 liters inside, so you can put 15 liters of high quality oil, which would allow you to go as fast as possible. Talking about the acceleration, cfmoto claims that this bike goes from 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds, and the top speed is 187 kilometers per hour. This was my first impression on the bike. Again, it feels really good. It is definitely worthy, and taking that this is a new bike, those changes that they brought, they make the difference. The most important change for me is that it has traction control. It's absolutely awesome. And if the front fork was too rigid for you right now, you can adjust it. I feel like so far so good. Guys, listen, the price of the bike here in China is 33 or 34,000 RMB. Don't forget you have to pay the taxes. Yeah, I feel like this is the best options that you can get. I came to this spot by Kawasaki Z400, and this bike feels faster and more rapid and as maneuverable. So taking the price of the bike, I feel like if you're in China or if you're abroad, look no further. You have to try it out. It's an awesome bike. Alright, so hope you like it, guys. I know this was a short video. I hope that you can derive something from it, and see you in the next one.